Hitman, how are you doing? I'm doing good. An icon in this industry, none other than Mick Foley.
You're watching the Andre Corbeil Show.
This is Nick Magnusoldis, and you're watching the Andre Corbeil Show.
I'm Diana Hart. You're watching the Andre Corbeil Wrestling Show.
Jinder Mahal. How you doing, my friend?
Good, boss. Thank you for having me on the show.
How you doing, Angelina?
Wonderful. How are you?
Kenny. Oh my God.
The Cleaner. The Swolverine. Mr. GMSI himself.
Davey Richards, how you doing, my man?
Very well.
And a hero, too. This is the dog of war, Jesse Neal.
That looks okay.
Because we're all in this for one thing, wrestling.
Who better? There's nobody.
Now, why is Helms leaving the show? Because I know that chick dumped you because you were very unappreciative. I had a long conversation with her. You were like a slave driver to her. You never put anything over. You never thanked her. Very unappreciative. I could assume you did the same thing to Randy Helms.
Wow, you're out in left field on that one, Vince. I treated her very well. I appreciated her, as well did Randy. But Rob Kimball's been doing a great job, and the person coming in to take over Randy Helms' slot will do the exact same thing at Russo's brand.
See, you're dancing around the question. Where's Randy Helms going?
Out you're on my hair.
Okay, why is he done with you?
He came in
because
for a
you
year.
were a slave driver, just like you lost. What's the girl's name who you lost, who does a tremendous job on the brand, by the way? I don't want to butcher her name. Araya, what is it?
You can't say anyone's name.
What's her name? What's her name, bro?
Sharia.
Sharia, who was dedicated to you, doing a hell of a job for you. You never put her over. You never put anything she did over. Can I assume that's why Helms is leaving?
She's got her own show on russosbrand.com,
Exactly.
so I did something for the woman.
Okay, what about Helms? What did you do with him? Don't tell me something didn't go down. Did he finally have enough of you?
No, he just wants to focus on his show.
You're full of
I think he
crap.
wants his show to pick up some traction on your network.
There was no argument. There was no falling out. There was no
No,
disagreement.
Randy's great. We laugh at each other all the time. Great, fun guy.
Well, I'm going to get Randy's side of it because, quite frankly, I don't believe you, Andre. But, Andre, I do want to say this. You are very loyal to me and the brand, and your show's always up. You and Jeff Lane, bro, like, what is it with you and Jeff that you and Jeff can never get along? What is that all about? Tell me.
I think
Give me your
grew
side.
up different. I think Jeff and I grew up different, and that's not insulting Jeff. That's not a jab at Jeff. That's not even a jab at myself. But I think we just were raised differently, and that's the exact issue with myself and Ryan, as you say, Satin. I love that, by the way.
Explain this to me. What the heck? Because he was lumping me into that. I didn't even know what he was talking about, bro. I have no idea of your history with him. What happened?
All right. Well, we used to do that little segment on Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Dirt where Ryan would come on and give 2 fake stories and 1 legit story, and we'd play Guess-a-Roo, right? I love that. I know you did. Had a good opinion of Ryan, but you know what they say? A lot of people, when it comes to religion, discussing religion, some people get hot about it, Vince, and it's the same with politics. Now, you just went on a little, I'm not going to call it a rant, a little tiff regarding Donald Trump. The bottom of the line is Donald Trump hasn't stepped into office yet. People are calling the score of a game before the puck, before the ball has been thrown or dropped, and it's just ignorance. Now, I was raised...
First of all, hold on. Let me stop you. Right
Tough.
there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you live in Canada?
Yes.
So what is your skin in the game when it comes to Donald Trump? First of all,
Well, the president of the United States is the most powerful job in the world, and we're the neighbors to the United States. So it inadvertently or adjacently affects us.
all right, okay. So go on with the story now. So go ahead.
I was raised that it's okay to cry, it's okay to scrape your knee, it's okay to whine about it, but you got to get over it.
I agree with that.
And I mainly was against Hillary Clinton. I thought World War III was coming if that woman would have took office, because war is money and she's a warmonger. You go over her resume, and that speaks for itself. So I was an anyone but Hillary kind of person. I really thought the world was in danger if she took office. So watching people that supported her whine and not accept a democratic process, right, which is the American election, same as in Canada here. If somebody wins that I didn't vote for or I did vote for, whether I did or didn't, I'm not going to whine and complain if I lost.
Andre, are those two guys from Strange Brew, are they still running Canada? Are they still in charge, or did their tenure come up, bro? Are they still doing
Come on, Vince, don't be a hoser,
Are they still doing a knock-up job over there?
Bob and Doug McKenzie, the McKenzie boys.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is
I got tired of Ryan Satan's crying and whining.
You felt he was being a sore loser?
Yeah. And again, this isn't a slight on Ryan. Like, I liked the guy before the politics and the repetitive whining on social media. Right. Bam.
So was it something in particular he said? What ignited the feud?
No, I gave him a week. Throughout the election process before President Trump won the election, we went back and forth lightly, and it was easy to see that he was coming from the left and I was coming from middle right. I'm pretty much in the middle with a little bit of left and a little bit of right. But like I said, I was raised to suck it up, Buttercup, and deal with it. And when I see people continually whining, crying, bitching, complaining, and that's exactly what Ryan does, calling the score of the game before the game is being played. That's my main point here, Vince. Anyone in America that has a little bit of fear and a little bit of doubt for the next president of the United States, I understand that. I understand that.
Okay, so what ignited it, bro? Yeah, I got it. What ignited it?
Enough is enough. It's time for a change.
And what you say?
I was tired of seeing the crying because.
So what did you? Did you cut a promo on him? Did you say something in writing? What happened?
No, at first I tried to give him the kind of I really like you, Ryan. You do a great job. Blah 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 blah. But enough is enough, kind of thing. Eventually, it heightened, and I wanted to trigger him, so I sent him a picture of Donald Trump in a limousine with a gun. And that was it. And then he snapshotted it. He put it on Wrestling Sheet. Donald, he didn't say that I'm a pro wrestling reporter and worked for Apter and you. Donald Trump supporter sends me this, and la. So I knew right then and there, oh my God, this guy's an SJW. And I'm sorry, I was raised tough.
What is it?
SJWs are the worst.
What is this?
You want to whine, cry?
What is SJW? Go ahead.
Social justice warrior.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
People that need cuddling animals, safe spaces, bubbles, hot chocolate and cocoa. People that if something bad was happening would be like, this guy's falling.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the feud.
Yeah. He's obviously a butthurt Hillary supporter. He lost in the election. There's just deal with it. Suck it up, Buttercup. In 4 years, we'll do it all again, and maybe it'll change. That's the electoral process. That's the system in the United States. 4 years, possibly 8. Do it all over again.
Was there any name called? Did you call him any names?
No.
Did he call you any names?
Donald Trump supporter.
That's it. Okay.
No, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't want to call out his character because if you take the politics away, I liked Ryan.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get to another topic.
Crazy bastards! Welcome back to the Kimball compound for the Andre Corbeil show. And what did you guys think? At SmackDown, the curveball thrown in to change up Survivor Series. AJ Styles becoming the new WWE champion and will face Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. This is huge. What happens to Jinder Mahal? What will happen to AJ Styles against the Beast incarnate? Wow. This is going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. I love the idea of AJ Styles going against the Beast, Brock Lesnar. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Where is this going to go? Does AJ Styles stand a chance? Hell yes, I believe so. And we're going to see his range, his talent, which his talent is through the roof. He is beyond belief, one of the best, most likely the best in the world. Sorry, CM Punk. AJ Styles is sick in the ring, on the mic, behind the scenes. Everything he does, the guy is gold. And that's why he has WWE gold. So what do you guys think? Is he gonna put up a fight against Brock Lesnar? Can he withstand those Suplex City? Can he get through that? Can he deliver the phenomenal forearm or the calf crusher? Or I don't see him hitting the main move there, but phenomenal forearm, boom, just like the Jinder Mahal taking out the Beast Incarnate. That's a possibility. I don't know. What do you guys think? But this was the right choice. WWE is doing some good things. Last second, you didn't believe it was going to happen booking? Hell yes. That's what makes wrestling fun. You didn't think it was going to happen, but it really did. And hell yeah, I really enjoy that. That makes things unpredictable, really fun. Like the Shield losing the belts to the Bar, which they deserve those titles. Man, everything is working out really nicely leading into Survivor Series, which has been pretty bland there for a bit. And, you know, you had people sick, you had this and that, whatever. They're doing really, and usually when they go to the UK, nothing is this extraordinary, this crazy, because it's pre-taped, you know, different time zones and stuff for the US. This was awesome and fun and phenomenal. Hell yeah. AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar, the match we never thought we would ever see. Guys, you can get behind that, and WWE is doing a great job. Oh, wow. And AJ Styles is the #1 guy in WWE. Did you imagine saying that 5 years ago? Hell no. And it's awesome to say so. The #1 company, the #1 guy, AJ Styles. This is great things for great wrestling fans. And I'm telling you what, this is going to be a really fun match, and I hope AJ Styles somehow just defies all odds and beats the Beast. This would be awesome, and we'll see what happens. That's my prediction though. Seriously, AJ Styles defeats Brock Lesnar, and it's gonna be, it's the Rocky Balboa story. That's where we're going. Against all odds. That's AJ Styles, always has been, always will be. And he always overcomes, and he always delivers. Guys, comment down below. Hit the thumbs up for AJ Styles on doing great things in this company of WWE, which is doing great things right now.
Hello folks, John Ritlin here. I want to thank Andre Corbeil and Title Match Wrestling for allowing me to present a little show to you all about the immediate future of the WWE Championship and also the immediate future of the Universal Championship. We were supposed to get Jinder Mahal, WWE Champion versus Brock Lesnar, Universal Champion at Survivor Series, thanks to the most recent episode of SmackDown, which was a pretty good show. AJ Styles overcoming the odds, becoming a two-time WWE Champion, and would you have thought that Mr. TNA, you know, back when it was TNA, the face of TNA Impact Wrestling, and a big star in New Japan for a few years, would have been given the big belt by Vince McMahon, not just once, but twice? I would have called you guys crazy if you had told me that even a year ago. Because I didn't honestly think that AJ Styles, like especially when he debuted, was ever going to be WWE Champion. I knew he was good enough, but I never thought it'd be possible. Because I just didn't think that they'd see enough in him, but they did. And thankfully, we get a much better match. Then Jinder versus Brock, which, look, all due respect, Jinder tried, he hasn't succeeded as champion as far as I'm concerned. Thankfully, they got the belt off of him. It's on AJ, and the AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar match is a go. So far, they don't seem to be hyping up any kind of rematch that Jinder is going to have against AJ, at least on this coming episode of SmackDown. So we're going to get this great dream match right before maybe Brock Lesnar leaves WWE for good. It's possible. So that's where the future of the championships lead to. Survivor Series, obviously, neither championship is on the line. But let's go with the Universal Championship timeline, because I think that'll be a lot easier to go with. Brock hasn't lost it yet. He should have lost it to Braun in No Mercy, as far as I'm concerned, but he didn't. So Brock will likely win here. I think he'll likely win. Which, whatever, it is what it is. He'll defend it. I think Jinder's going to jump to Raw. And Brock versus Jinder will happen at the Rumble. Brock will win. And then Brock versus Roman Reigns will happen at Mania. And then that'll probably be the main event, more than likely. And it'll be the 4th straight main event that they've had with Roman Reigns. You can read into that what you want. I don't think it's a good idea. But I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys have to say. But Brock will be Universal Champion up to that point. And then Roman Reigns is going to beat him for the Universal Championship, avenging kind of the whole thing that happened at WrestleMania 31 when he, didn't beat him for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship because Seth Rollins cashed in. And then Roman Reigns is going to go on and be Universal Champion, maybe till SummerSlam, maybe till Survivor Series. But the bottom line is, heading into Mania, Brock is going to be Universal Champion. Unless they suddenly just get cold feet on Brock versus Reigns, that match is going to happen. So that's a pretty easy timeline. The WWE Championship timeline is interesting because if Jinder doesn't jump to SmackDown, then it's possible, very possible, that even though the India Tour is a Raw brand, that AJ Styles could defend the championship on those house shows, Jinder could win it back, and then they could go with some time, like have maybe, I don't know, Sami Zayn, if that works out with him, or Kevin Owens take the title from Jinder. At Mania, you would have to go with something like that. Because you can't really go with Styles facing him again. I think you have to have Styles versus Nakamura happen at Mania. But if they don't have Jinder win, if they go with my idea of him going to Raw and him facing Lesnar and losing at the Rumble and still being in an upper mid-card position, possibly, maybe winning the IC title at some point, then you have AJ as WWE Champion from just before Survivor Series, heading into the Royal Rumble, where I believe he'll defend it. So if he's on SmackDown, let's see, you could have him defend against Baron Corbin if Baron Corbin is no longer U.S. Champion. I would have him defend it against Sami Zayn. And you could have Sami Zayn win. And you could have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens face each other with the championship on the line, still do AJ Styles versus Nakamura. Or, more ideally, even a more ideal situation, you could have AJ Styles retaining against Sami Zayn. Nakamura wins the Royal Rumble. And you have AJ Styles WWE Champion, Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura, Royal Rumble winner, face off in that epic match, which doesn't need the title, but if it had the title, it would add just a bit more spice to it. I think any of those scenarios work out very well. The WWE Championship time, the whole thing of what could happen between Survivor Series and Mania is a lot more wide open because of the SmackDown roster. Now, that's provided that, of course, we don't have more talents jump from Raw to SmackDown, and Zayn and Owens say, get fed up with SmackDown and go back to Raw. Corbin's not ready. You could have Rude win it at the Rumble, but then who do you have Rude face? I mean, can you really, could you build up Rude versus Owens, Rude versus Zayn? Could you, because there's not a lot of stuff on the SmackDown timeline, or, roster, where you can go with something, because you can't have Rude versus Orton, that's not going to be very good. Ziggler, no, that feud will be washed away well before then. In fact, I think Ziggler versus Rude pretty much is already washed away, because Rude recently won a 2 out of 3 falls match. pretty much ending that feud. You could have Rude win it, but at this time maybe there isn't something you could do, because Rude versus Nakamura at Mania doesn't have the same spice. So I would keep it on AJ, not have Jinder win it back. I would have AJ go to the Rumble. And like I said, face Zayn, he could face Owens. He could face Dillinger, he could face anybody that'll give him that he could get a really, really good match out of, win it, defend it at whatever the SmackDown pay-per-view is next, whether it's Elimination Chamber or whatever they decide to do, and then go on to Mania and face Shinsuke Nakamura. Because otherwise, giving it back to Jinder doesn't really do much. It really doesn't. So I keep it on AJ and do that kind of stuff. You know, go with giving him some new challengers, and then have Nakamura beat him at WrestleMania, which gives a launching pad to Nakamura and gives him the WWE Championship reign he probably should have already had when he beat Jinder at SummerSlam. He should have beaten Jinder at SummerSlam at least. So that's kind of what I think is going to happen. There's a few different scenarios that could happen in the WWE Championship. It's pretty much locked in what's happening with the Universal title. But my question is, what do you guys think? Do you think that AJ is going to be WWE Champion heading into Mania? Do you think Jinder's going to win it back? Who do you think Jinder's going to face? What do you think is going to happen? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And my Twitter handle, Reborn Again, REBOURN again. And my own YouTube show, Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I do a lot of my own personal content, but I again want to thank Andre Corbeil and Title Match Wrestling for allowing me to present this show to you. And thank you guys so much. I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. I will see you soon.
Crazy bastards, show everybody who's the boss. Get an Andre Corbeil Show shirt and we'll start walking tall amongst all. You're going to be the real deal once you're rocking the Andre Corbeil Show shirt in any color, any size that you want. It's a badass logo, and you're going to be supporting the show by getting a shirt. Please take a picture, Instagram that, social media, Twitter, Facebook, and send us your picture. We'll put it at the end of the videos, and that is badass. Andre Corbeil Show shirts now available in any color, any size.